Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the table. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins.
This episode of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the #1 platform to browse, discover, and experience best events in town, all in the palm of your hand. From heart-pounding concerts that can make you dance to nail-biting sports games that can keep you on the edge of your seat. SeatGeek has it all, from exclusive deals and personalized recommendations tailored just for you. Use the promo code DHopkins and get $20 off your first purchase. So join the movement. SeatGeek. Get up, get out, and get tickets. Are you ready to take your energy to the next level? W Energy is a proud sponsor of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show, your go-to source for all things sports. W Energy isn't just another drink. It's packed with natural ingredients, zero sugar, and no fillers. Whether you're training like me, grinding through work, or just leveling up on your favorite game, W got you covered. The Darion Hopkins Sports Show is powered by W Energy, and you can be too. Experience the sustained energy and enhanced focus to keep me at the top of my game. Here's an exclusive offer for the Darion Hopkins Sports Show fans. Using promo code DHopkins at checkout and get 10% off your first purchase. So don't wait. Boost your energy and take the world today. W Energy. Fuel your greatness every step of the way. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. You want to rock his 49ers. I'm going to rock my Raiders today. We're going to talk about a few things about the NFL, but
you know what? You and those Raiders. Good afternoon, folks.
I saw it on the back end. I'm like, oh, he got on his 49ers stuff. I was like, oh, we was thinking the same thing today.
Yes. Yes, indeed. And this came at the suggestion of my bride. She says, show off the 49ers today. So I am. I don't have the whole outfit because my dad hat is in the closet and I save that for special occasions.
Right.
But 2 years ago, my wife gave me a wonderful 49ers Christmas. She bought me a dad hat. She got me this shirt and she got me a couple things with the 49ers on it. So I'm going to return the favor for her this weekend because her team is the Colts and her birthday is Saturday. So
awesome.
Yeah,
so
her birthday.
It's gonna be a fun weekend for you. I know it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Hey, it's absolutely fun. But we're here with episode 7 of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show on Championship Tuesday, as they say. Championship Tuesday as the Boston Celtics win the 18th title. Shout out to everybody. And just to let y'all know, I figured it out this morning. But your boy is StreamYarding from Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I was able to figure out how to connect StreamYard to Rumble. I still got a problem with Kick. It's an issue with Kick right now, but I finally got it set up on Rumble. We are live on Rumble. I'm still trying to figure out how to get it from the Beagle Live from the mobile app to here. But we are live on
You got to
Facebook.
teach me that trick to stream to Rumble because I want to stream on Rumble so bad.
Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Bigo, Twitter, You name it, we got it right here. Before you know it, we're gonna be live streaming on TikTok too. So definitely be ready for that. I'm live streaming on I'm trying to use every platform I can to make sure we make this thing rocket. But I do have my co-host over here, Mr. Brian Snowman in the morning, every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all definitely got to go over there and watch that. I be doing something like I listen to it, but I be like, I was like, let me listen how to do this on Rumble too and get this done. And so we're live on my two personal pages. My personal page on my nickname is Sunny. So if you ever watched The Bronx Tale, which is my favorite movie, you know who Sunny is from The Bronx Tale. But shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook, Rumble, YouTube. Shout out to everybody on there. We really do appreciate all of y'all here. And make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy Snowman Multimedia on all social media platforms. Make sure y'all go check him out there as well. Guy has a great content going on. And we got a lot to talk about. But before we go into any of that, you got anything to put out there for the people today?
Friday is going to be a loaded show before I head up to South Bend to be with my honey for the weekend. So Deb Whitkus will join us, two-time Emmy award-winning sports producer. Matt Taylor, voice of the Colts, will join us as part of our guest list. You'll hear back from Allison Moran. She's going to join us on Friday. We got a loaded week. And it's going to be a loaded week, and we're working our way towards season 11 when we make the shift to 8 a.m. and just take over the morning shift for everybody. Okay. And I want to shout my boy Cole Johnson with his fantastic show, The Morning Shift. Find him on YouTube. Search BS3, The Morning Shift. Man has a fabulous show, and our show will follow him at 9 a.m. on YouTube as well as Snowman Multimedia Radio. So go check him out. And of course, my homie right here, Darion Hopkins, the Raider fan. I'll be teaming with him every day at 1 p.m. And it is a joy to be on the air with you, my friend. I mean that from the heart. It is a joy to be with you.
Absolutely. Same here, man. Same here, brother. Happy that we was able to connect and do this show, man. And I mean, I was going to do it by myself, but somebody was like, let me come on and be the co-host. And I was like, you know what? Why the hell not?
Exactly.
Why the hell not? You know what I'm saying? So
if anybody watches from the first show we teamed together, you were laughing your asses off at the stuff we were.
Absolutely. Well, we have an action-packed show for you today. A lot of NBA finals, talk, recap, stats breakdown, a little bit of WNBA news that we do have here. Got some NFL news here too. We're going to, do some predictions for the WNBA games in MLB, and the Stanley Cup final is tonight for Game 5. So we have a lot to talk about here in our special today. So let's just get straight into it, man.
Let's dive in.
The NBA finals, Game 5.
I told you there'd be anarchy.
Then I'm gonna say it, man. A lot of people picked the Mavericks to win this game because of Vegas, not because of their heart, because of Vegas. Because Vegas want to see a Game 7. They wanted to see a Game 7. They were absolutely wrong.
They wanted to see 7, and I told you yesterday the Celtics were going to whoop their ass. And Dallas came into Boston, and Boston whipped their ass. I told y'all that. Yeah, look, I wanted a sweep. Okay, so Dallas punched Boston in the mouth on Friday, and a lot of people were asking me, "What if the Mavericks are able to come back?" Man, they're not coming back. And I had a Mavericks fan hit me up saying, "Well, we got Luka and Kyrie." Yeah, Boston has a team, and you're going to get a foot put in your ass come Monday night. And guess what happened? Dallas walked in with swagger and walked out with a size 18 up their ass. 106-88 was the final score. And your Michael Jordan Finals MVP belongs correctly to Jaylen Brown.
Right. And we're going to get into that too. We're going to talk about that because I really got to respond to what Doris Burke said last night. But we're going to talk about the stats breakdown of this game. 106 to 80, 106 to 88. Boston Celtics get their 18th title. Now, I just want to go. I'm not going to go too far into the stats. I'm just going to give y'all Jason Tatum 31 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds. Horford with only 9 points, but he still made a pitiful of 9 rebounds total. Drew Holiday definitely was, even though he might not show up on a stat sheet, but hustle points tells a lot with Drew. Even though he had 15 points, he did have 11 boards. So a double-double for Holiday. Derek White, of course, 8 rebounds, 14 points with probably no teeth at this point, probably going to get them fixed in the offseason.
You ain't right for that.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Look, I didn't say there was a lie in your sentence. I will never say there's a lie in your sentence. But you ain't right for that with Derek White. But I will say this about Derek White. The Boston Celtics have found a certified new weapon that they can put in their rotation in Derek White.
Absolutely.
He has certified himself as a weapon in that rotation. And shout out to Joe Mazzulla coming on as the Boston Celtics coach amidst all of the stuff that was going on with their former coach, Ime Udoka, and Boston. And Joe Mazzulla took him right to the top for their 18th title. Shout to Joe Mazzulla for that.
And being an assistant coach starting in 2011 for 3 different college teams. So he definitely worked his way up being the youngest head coach in the NBA and being the youngest coach to win an NBA title. So Jaylen Brown really didn't have his best game, but he did have 21 points and 8 boards. Hauser came off the bench with 8. Porzingis came off the bench with 5, which was a pivotal 5 points in the 16 minutes that he did play. And of course, Peyton Pritchard, again, another half-court 3 to end the quarter. That guy.
See, Peyton Pritchard hits.
He has to practice.
Listen, I thought Steph Curry hits ridiculous shots. Peyton Pritchard practiced that shot from that part of the floor. He practiced that shot. I'm convinced he practices that shot.
Yeah. Yeah, so for the Boston Celtics, I just want to throw this out there. They did shoot 42.7% from the field, which was 38 of 89 in the whole game. They was 13 of 39 from the 3-point line, which was 33.3%, which I thought that percentage probably would have been higher the way they was making threes. And they were 17 of 20 from the free throw line, which is 85%. They had a total of 51 rebounds, 25 assists, 9 steals, 2 blocks, and only 7 turnovers. Out of the whole game, 7
turnovers in 48 minutes.
Compared to the Dallas Mavericks, where they had 35 rebounds, 18 assists, 4 steals, 4 blocks, and 13 turnovers, which I thought that probably was more than 13 the way how the Boston Celtics locked down on that. From minute
one, they locked down the Dallas Mavericks. From minute one, they were locking down. They were locking down the Dallas Mavericks, and boy, when they began the game and they were locking Dallas down from minute one, man, it was all she wrote. That was all.
And just to let you know, I want to shout out some people in the chat real quick before we go into it. Shout out to Anthony Estrada. Yo, what's going on, my guy? Shout out to Prince Kid. Hey, Prince Kid. See, my nickname is Sonny on my main page. So just shout out to you. Cameron, what's going on? What's going on? You know, Anthony Estrada, my bad. Jason Tatum ain't showing up. He's hungover. Yeah, he's gonna be hungover. Definitely the way he probably was drinking that ace, that gold bottle. Shout out to AK. What's going on, Foxy Raider? What's going on? And Michael, what's going on? OG, what's up,
man?
What's going on? What's going on? You know, hey, it's all good. AK, you call me Sonny, you can call me Spotlight, you can call me Darion.
AK, what's your channel? You guys put your channels in the chat because I want to subscribe to them and show y'all love from my channel.
That's his name.
Okay. Cool. I want to show them some love like they're doing for me. Told you the
Anthony Price,
NBA
I
playoffs
told you
was
the NBA
rigged.
playoffs was rigged. Here we go. We're not going to do that, but we're gonna get back into the stat wise of this game where I'm Luka played 43 minutes. He was 20 of 25, 2 of 9 from 3. No, 2 of 9 from 3, and 2 of 5 from the free throw line, but he still had 20 to 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how you hear that stat line and he still had a double-double. That's insane.
It's not insane. It's a simple philosophy. I mean, Phil Jackson was doing this back in the day. So was Pat Riley and Billy Cunningham and Casey Jones. You let the star have their way. You lock down everybody else. It's pretty simple because I'll take you back to 1996, East Finals Game 1 between the Orlando Magic and the Chicago Bulls. Penny Hardaway went off for 38 points. Shaquille went off for 32. Where was everybody else?
Yeah.
Simple philosophy. Let the stars have theirs, lock down the role players, and you'll have a blowout just like Boston had last night.
Foskey Raider, I just made you a moderator so you can share your link, brother. I just made you a mod, bro. Just made you a mod so you can share it, so you can share your link.
But I'll sub to everybody after the show. So I can show some love to everybody.
Kyrie Irving had his woes again. 41 minutes, 5 of 16 from the field, 3 of 9 from the three-point line, with only 15 points, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. The rest, I'm not going to say the rest. I mean, Gafford is the only one outside of them two that was in double figures. No, I'm wrong. Gafford and Green was the only two that was in double figures outside of Luka and Kyrie Irving. Gafford had, actually, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Derrick Jones Jr. was the one that had 10 points, and Josh Green was the one that had 14 points off the bench, playing 22 minutes and 4 of 6 from the field.
And that's supposed to mean what?
That's about it. Lively played 24 minutes and didn't do jack squat. Kevin played 13 minutes and didn't do jack squat. So
he did jack and shit with it, okay? With the
opportunity. How impressive is this win or this title run for the Boston Celtics? I would definitely want to hear your thoughts on that. How impressive you feel about this title run for the Boston Celtics?
Remember 1986 and how impressive that Celtics team was.
Well, I was born in 86, so I don't remember.
Look it up. Look up the history. They ran through everybody. You know, everybody thought with the East Final, everybody thought Milwaukee was going to give Boston hell. Man, please. Ran them over in 4 games, and each game was a blowout. Then you get to the Houston Rockets, and remember, this was the second year they introduced the 2-3-2 format.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't snatch one in Boston to save their life. Boston won 3 in the Garden. The 2 wins for Houston came in the Summit. Games 3 and 5. Game 4 was close, but man, this is how I liken that win. You had Bird, McHale, and Parrish. You got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Drew Holiday, and a couple of other pieces. It just depends on the right coach to put it all together. The old school had Casey Jones, and the new school has Joe Mazzulla. Simple as it gets.
Simple as it gets, man. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty impressive run, even though they only gave up 1 loss in each of the series.
Yep.
1 loss. I think it would have been more impressive if they was able to sweep Dallas, which I thought that was going to happen.
I called for it because Boston was just that impressive to me. Yeah. I called for it. I called for a clean sweep of the Mavericks, who had no doggone business being in the World Championship Series anyway. None. N-U-N-N. None. And they ain't coming back to the playoffs anytime soon. You heard it here.
Say no more, but congratulations to the Boston Celtics. You have won the most titles in NBA history. We're going to have some topics talking about that as well. But I want to get into the next topic too.
All right.
Has Jason Tatum
Yes.
now silent his critics
Yes.
after winning the title?
You don't have to complete the question. Yes. He told all his critics with a 31-point performance, hey, shut up. I'm here. All you need to see, if you want to learn how anyone can silence their critics, take a look at how they do in a world championship clincher. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown came together. They've been together all year. Jason Tatum had 31, Jaylen Brown had 20. Doesn't matter who led in scoring. Take a look at how they perform in a clincher.
That's that part. That part. And I think he has silenced his critics because I feel like even with Jaylen Brown, I think Jaylen Brown has silenced his critics too. As a duo, they had silenced their critics because of all the ridicule they was getting. They couldn't get it done in 2024. They couldn't get it done. How many? I think they've been in 109 or 106 playoff games, and that's the most by a duo so far. If I'm not mistaken, in NBA history, I think that was the stat that they showed last night. Don't quote unquote me if that's correct or not. But at the end of the day, I feel like Jason Tatum and a lot of people said that, oh, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown could not do this together. One of them had to be traded. One of them had to go to a different team for them to win the championship. But you know what Bradley Stevens said? Bradley Stevens said, we're going to get rid of a Marcus Smart and a Robert Williams with the two best defensive players, and you went out and got Drew Holiday and Derek White to complement Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And then you go back out and get Al Horford again for a second round because, you know, he was already, he came from Atlanta and then he went to Boston, went to Philadelphia. I think he went to Philadelphia, then he came back to Boston, if I'm not mistaken. And you went back and got an Al Horford. You traded for Porzingis, and you got a nice, okay bench with Pritchard and Hauser coming off the bench as your 6th and your 7th player coming off the bench, which is, I'm not mad at that. So I got to commend Bradley Stevens, the president of basketball operations for the Celtics, to put this team together to win a championship. And you put a veteran as Drew Holiday that has won one with Milwaukee and knew how to win one.
Yep.
You can't be mad at how they did it. But Jason Tatum has silenced his critics. And y'all can say whatever y'all want about him, because I never say he shut me up. He shut me up. He showed up when it needed. And he was aggressive in this game. You didn't see him settle for 3-point shots. You didn't see him settle for jump shots. And then he did get double teamed. What did he do? He facilitated. And that's what I love about it so much. And I think he silenced his critics, man. I think everybody needs to say whatever they need to say about him. He's a champion now. You can't say much about him until the season starts.
You sure can. You sure can't say anything. He has silenced his critics and then some, with the one thing that was needed, and that was a world championship. That's how you always silence your critics. Always. So ain't nothing much more to say. And as far as the Thunder goes, they're gonna crash. I'm sorry, Arku. I just had to
Arku, you put that in the comments just for Mr. Brian Snow himself to actually come at your Thunder.
He knows how to mess with me. He knows how to mess with me. All right, let's just have some fun with it. He knows how to mess with me. All right, but I got
on Facebook. He said, check this out, y'all. Almost every NBA champion had to go through growing pains. The Lakers, Bulls, Celtics, Pistons, Heat, Bucks, etc. You have to learn how to lose to grow and learn how to win. It's a process that most NBA championships have to go through. Congrats to the Celtics. Couldn't say it any plainer.
Couldn't say it any plainer.
Couldn't say it any plainer.
Oh, and Arku's saying, I don't know about culture. Oh, I don't. I grew up in Chicago and lived through the Bulls dynasty. There's your culture.
Enough said. So, you know, Jason Tatum has silenced his critics. But speaking of Jason Tatum and speaking of Jaylen Brown, let's get to this topic here. Was the NBA Finals MVP given to the right person?
Yeah.
And I'm Doris Burke. I love you to death. I love how you do your play-by-play. I love how you do your broadcasting. But the fact that you said that Jason Tatum deserved to get a Finals MVP over Jaylen Brown because of his performance in Game 5. Have you watched the whole goddamn playoffs this year? Have you watched the Eastern Conference Finals this year? Doris Burke, you old fart. Jaylen Brown had one bad game in this series, and that was last night. Sorry to say, Jaylen Brown deserved Finals MVP. Did y'all see how he performed in Game 1 and 2 and 3? Do we need to pull up them stats the last time we seen it? Game 4 was his Game 4 probably one of his worst outside of Game 5. But the first 3 games, the reason why they went up 3-0 is because of Jaylen Brown averaging a damn near 30 points in the first 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to sit here and try to say, oh, because Jason Tatum had 31 and he had a double-double, you give it right back to him. Jaylen Brown's been doing this all playoffs since the first round, since the second round, the conference final, and the finals. There's no way you don't give it to. There's no way you don't give it to Jaylen Brown. I love Jason Tatum. I love his game. I respect him.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no goddamn way I'm giving it to Jason Tatum the way Jaylen Brown played his whole damn playoffs.
Mm-mm.
And he did it on both ends of the floor. He defended Luka all damn series on his own, on an island.
Mm-hmm.
And what made me feel like he needed to be MVP, I don't know if anybody watched the game last night, and because Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown was mic'd up.
Yeah.
That is himself. If Luka, even though they up almost 20, 30 at this point, he said if Luka's still in the game, keep me in the game. And I love mindsets like that. Because he wants to beat the best so he could be a champion. And that's what Jaylen Brown did. Doris Burke, old lady.
You get no argument out of me. Jaylen Brown, anybody familiar with hockey knows what the Conn Smythe Trophy is. That's given to the most valuable player of the entire playoffs. If they were to award a Conn Smythe Trophy like award to MVP of the entire playoffs in the NBA this year, it'll go to Jaylen Brown. Right. Jaylen Brown carried the Celtics the entire playoff. And because he carried them offensively and defensively, he deserves the most valuable player. Period. So Doris Burke, you need to stop that madness. I don't know if ESPN put that in your hearing aid or whatever. I don't know if they put it in a way that they told you, oh, go ahead and talk about it and be the difference. No. Talk from your basketball gut, Doris Burke, because somebody must have put it in your hearing aid. I don't know. So I'm going to keep that topic very, very short. I had to go on a rant with her saying that Jason Tatum should have got it. Ladies and gentlemen,
who pissed in your Lipton tea that morning?
You stupid.
Who pissed in her Lipton tea this morning? I don't know.
First of all, I love you, Darion, but you ain't got a lick of goddamn sense after that one. Second of all, I found no lies in your statements. And third of all, I thought I was the only one who said who pissed in your fill in the drink here. All right.
No, because I said to a lot of people, even off the air, I'm like, if somebody mad at me or like they not having a bad day, I said, who pissed in your Cheerios, bruh? Like,
you know what? I say that.
See, that's tells enough.
I say that. Who peed in your cereal? Although I changed the cereal a little bit just to mess with people, and they tell me what their favorite cereal is, and I include it in the question, and they just start laughing. But oh boy, you gotta love it though. You gotta love what we do here, man. Jaylen was the best player in the playoffs, and there's the OG, the con man. He says, no way, quiet is kept. Jaylen was the actual leader. Look at how he communicated with the team and how Tatum communicated with the team. It takes a dog to be a leader. Some just lead by example, some by actions. Tatum is just low key. Brown was a dog. a beast, and more. Facts. No disrespect to Tatum, who is the official leader. It's Jaylen Brown. Can you say fourth quarter when it counts the most? Great show, y'all. Thank you, Con, man. We really appreciate it.
Man. Let me go up and open up this door because my niece is standing outside. She ain't got no key. Hold on.
Well, flying right along here on the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. You see, my partner had to go let his niece in the house. But give us your guys' thoughts in the chat. I still don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with you, Arku. I mean, you mess with me, I mess with you, but we do it in all good-natured fun. And you posed a question to me when you said, "What have the Bulls done since? Where are they now?" I have two questions for you. What have your Oklahoma City Thunder since you've been in Oklahoma City? I'll answer that. Not a goddamn thing.
We're not going to start this today. We're not going to do that. We're not going to start this feud today.
Listen, he started this shit. I just made him laugh and continued it.
Jesus Christ. Only snowman, yo. Only snowman. It never fails. It never fails at all. But we're going to move on and we're going to look at the other. No, actually, I'm wrong. We got one more topic to talk about with the Boston Celtics. That's probably two topics before we flip over to the Dallas Mavericks side of things.
Oh God!
Now, do you consider Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown top 5 players in the NBA?
Yep.
After winning the title.
Yep.
And where would you rank them?
3 and 4.
Okay, so
3 and 4.
Long time no see, Darion. Salute to you and your co-host. What's up, live chat? What's going on, New York Beast?
What's up, New York Beast? Thanks for the salute. Much appreciated.
Appreciate it, man. But who would be your top 5, knowing that you had Tatum? Where would you put Tatum and Brown? Like, who would be 4? Who would be 5? So who would be your top 5 players in the league right now?
See, now you're gonna put me on the spot. I hate you for that.
This is what I do.
Number one, okay, and here's my response. I can tell you 1, 3. You know what? I'll give you my top 3 right now: Nikola Jokic, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. There you go, and flip Tatum and Brown. 4 and 5 is open.
Ooh.
There. You put me on the spot. Now I'm throwing it right back at you. Don't you mess with me.
Now, top 5 players in the league.
Oh, wait a minute. I changed my mind. I can tell you 4 and 5. The Splash Brothers.
So you're putting Clay in top 5? Wait, in top 5 right now?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know about Clay. I can see Steph, but I don't know about Clay. But I don't have no particular order when it comes to this. I definitely got Nikola Jokic in my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely got Nikola Jokic in my top 5. I do have. I'm sorry, but I do have to put Luka in this top 5 in my personal opinion. This guy is still young. This is his first NBA Finals, and he averaged almost 30 a game in the NBA Finals. I'm sorry. Only thing Luka really has to work on, which we'll get in the next topic. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but we're going to do that in the next topic. But Luka, I definitely have this is no particular order. But I do have Luka and Doncic. Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic is not just no order. Number 3.
Oh, hell no.
See, I knew I was waiting for it. But this is my personal opinion, man. I have to put Luka there because Luka did have some great performances. He did have a great playoff run. Now, I did have to put Steph Curry. I still have to put Steph Curry in there. I still have to. Steph Curry, no matter if their dynasty is over, he's still one of the most exciting players.
It ain't over.
In the game. He's still one of the most exciting players in the game. Then I'm not putting Embiid in there. Until Embiid is fully healthy in the playoffs, then that's another story. But I'm damn sure putting Giannis in there as well. Giannis is definitely going in there. I'm sorry, even though he did see that one playoff game that he got injured in the last 2 seasons, I completely understand that. But when he's healthy, I think they go to the finals, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Jokic, Luka, Giannis, and Steph so far. Mm-hmm. Now, my number 5, this is where I put Jason Tatum at. I can't put Jaylen Brown in this top 5 right now.
Because
even though he won finals MVP, but I just feel like right now, Tatum, it's really hard to really try to take one of them out of it.
Isn't it?
I can't put Jaylen Brown over Giannis right now. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't put him over Curry right now. So that's my 5. Jokic, Doncic, Giannis, Steph, and Tatum. That's my 5.
Let me do this for everyone in the chat. A salute to you guys for welcoming me as a co-host of this wonderful show, and a salute to Darion for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Salute. And you know what, though? He said, I'm going with Giannis, Embiid, SGA, Luka, and Luka.
I don't trust SGA.
You mean Nikola Jokic? Comment. And New York B said no order: Joker, Greek Freak, Tatum, Steph, Luka. Honorable mention: Ant-Man. Ant-Man is definitely in the bottom
his way up there. Yep, Ant-Man's making his way up there. He's making his way up there. This is me having a blank out moment because I completely forgot about number 34. Shame on me. Shame on me. Shame on me. So I'll have a 3-way tie: the Splash Brothers and Giannis at 5.
Yeah, SGA is consistent. I think SGA is a top 10 player right now, but I just think he's going to improve and be better and better once his years go on. But I don't see him as a top 5 player right now for SGA. Respectfully, I don't see him as a top 5 player right now, and he is consistent, but I just don't think he's better than Steph. I don't think he's better than Giannis. I don't think he's better than anybody in my top 5.
No, it's not. Consistency is one thing. Shining when the lights are brightest is another. And Oklahoma City got their ass kicked in the playoffs. Oklahoma City got their ass kicked. SGA or no SGA. And SGA kind of disappeared in the final 3 games of their series.
Right.
Now I know Arku is going to probably say to me, "Bazinga!" Or
that is blasphemous. That is blasphemous. How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
But still, until SGA brings his team either to a title or the brink of a title, I can't put him in the top 5. If SGA showed up in the playoffs, how come Oklahoma City got their ass kicked? Riddle me that. Riddle me that.
Now I can say this, but New York Bees, SGA is the best all-around point guard. He's a top 10 for sure, but we also can't forget Ja when he's healthy. Yeah, when Ja Morant's healthy and he's not doing all the fake
stupid things.
The stupid things, Ja is definitely in talks. Ja is definitely in talks, but I definitely agree with New York Beast there. Agree.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Okay, so we will try to get all through the NBA Finals thing. Then we're going to take a quick break, and then we going to go into the next part of the topics. But I got a question for you, Snowman. I got a question for you.
Bring it on.
Can the Boston Celtics break the modern NBA trend and become a dynasty right now?
Golden State did it. Why not? They've already broken the modern trend.
Don't answer the Arku. Please do not answer to Arku.
Think about it. The Celtics have already broken the modern trend. And you know what's great about it? The Warriors did it first. When I say modern trend, we're talking 15 and up. Right?
Right.
The Boston Celtics have the core in place to turn into a dynasty. They have the players and pieces in place to turn into a dynasty.
I could definitely agree with you there. I think they could break the modern and be the dynasty because how Brad Stevens put these contracts together to keep this core around for a long, long time. Now, mind you, the NBA draft is coming up soon too. They could just add more pieces out of the NBA draft. So
they most certainly
you're
can.
going to keep your bench. You want to keep this 5 together. Only person that probably won't stay and probably retire is Al Horford.
Al Horford's
the only one, but I wouldn't be surprised if Al Horford comes back for another year.
So you're going to have to think big there. You're going to have to think about some bigs there. All right. With Al Horford possibly stepping away and possibly retiring. And kudos to Al Horford. He got his title. I'm so happy for him. But be that as it may, you have the core in place to make a long dynastic run. A Celtics dynasty, man, come on. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I think if I want to make an early prediction, I could definitely see the finals that we wanted to see this year, and that was Boston and Denver. And I would love to see those two in the championship because they're the last 2 teams that won the championship. So
exactly,
both of them be going after their. Well, I mean, Boston be going after their 19th, and Denver be going after their 2nd. But as far as that core goes, they'll be going after their 2nd title as that core for both teams. So,
exactly.
So, Michael said Kawhi, Brown, AD, and Morant within the next 2 years. Well, I'm gonna get into that real quick, but I'm gonna stay on this topic. And I feel like they could be. I think the Boston Celtics could be a dynasty if they keep this core and keep their contracts the way it is. It's definitely a possibility they could run this back, especially if Al Horford decides to come back. It makes even more of a stronger statement. Like, okay, we running it back. I know how hard it is to go back to back. I know how it is because the Eastern Conference. You got to think about it. The Pacers is good. The Sixers, we don't know what the Sixers are going to do.
The Pacers are good. The Bucks will return. The Sixers, I'm not too sure about, but you definitely have to worry.
Really depends on the pieces that they get in the offseason for the 76ers.
Right.
You got the Miami Heat, depending on what they're going to do with Jimmy Butler and those boys. We don't know what's going to happen here. The New York Knicks, if they can stay healthy, like if they keep OG Anunoby or they go out and go get a Donovan Mitchell, who knows? Especially if Donovan Mitchell stays in Cleveland. That's another thing as well. So it's going to be a tough Eastern Conference. It's a lot of talent there. It's a lot of talent there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, that it's going to be tough for them to try to go back, but all I'm saying is a possibility. It's a possibility that can happen. Now they got the target on their backs, but now the Boston Celtics got to keep that hunger to try to run it back. They can't be They can't get cocky now because now once October comes back around, you won the championship. You celebrated. Now it's time to get back to work.
And fast. You gotta build from that point. So you got about 2 months to celebrate, then you got to get back to work. You got about 3 months to celebrate. I beg your pardon. Then you got to go back to work.
Yeah.
Then you got to go back. Then you got to go back to work and defend your title.
Right. Snowman. Now I can finally get to the topic that I really want to get to. Did Luka Doncic's performance in this finals tarnish his image?
He had an image to begin with.
No, let's be completely honest here. Did the Luka performance in his finals tarnish his image? Because if you want me to go, I'll go. I'll let it be known.
Listen, Luka Doncic in the finals. A lot of people expected him to take over, except me. A lot of people expected him to be crowned Finals MVP, except my ass. I've got 4 simple words that is going to light up the chat and light up quite a few people that I know very, very well. Luka Doncic, you're finished.
You think so? You really think that? I don't think it tarnished his image. He's in his 5th year. He's still a young player. I don't think he tarnished his image. My issue with Luka is that he needs to get in the gym, his stamina has to get better. He has all the intangibles offensively. He has to get better defensively, and he has to learn how to be on the floor for damn near 60 minutes. He played 42. Matter of fact, how many minutes he played in this game? 43 minutes. In the finals, he played in the postseason. He averaged about 40 minutes a game. He was worn out, averaging 28 a game.
He was gassed.
He was gassed. 28 a game, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists.
And to be honest, that was my only issue with Luka. I mean, as much as I kid around with y'all about, my real thought is Luka needs to get in the gym, like D-Hop said, and he's got to work on his stamina.
Yes.
Because you saw it every round of the playoffs when it got close to a closeout game, Luka was gassed. Think about it. Luka was gassed in every closeout game. Now, he didn't need to use that much energy against Minnesota. He didn't need to use that much energy against Oklahoma City. But think of how it caught up to him in the World Championship Series. Every game he was gassed. Every game he was gassed.
And I feel like I gotta put some of that on him as well, because he brings the ball up 90% of the time.
Right.
And what did I say in the last previous shows? Sometimes you have to let Kyrie bring the ball up so you could get your win back. You want to bring the ball up because you feel like you're a point guard, and now you gotta go over these picks, and you got some of the best perimeters defensive players like a Jaylen Brown and a Derek White and a Drew Holiday that's hunting you down every time you bring the ball up the floor. So that's wearing you out offensively, and you get lazy defensively.
Here's the difference between a Luka Doncic, who is in his 5th year, and a Steph Curry, who is in his 15th year. They're chasing Steph all over the floor, and they still can't catch him.
Right.
Steph runs miles and miles and miles, and anyone that has seen his workout routine before the game, it is absolutely ridiculous. And he hasn't changed it. He's only added stuff to it. Luka can go for 3 quarters, but by the time the money period hits, he's in trouble. Deep trouble. He's in trouble. But if he improves his stamina, then that's what that's what needs to happen. He needs to improve his stamina. If he improves his stamina, he'll be a better player.
Agreed.
Defensively, he got his ass kicked all season. I'll say it again out loud. Luka is marvelous offensively. He just needs to improve his stamina. Defensively, he got his ass kicked. And he needs to improve there. He is quite lazy on defense. His footwork is horrible. He doesn't get back. He complains to the refs all the time. He doesn't put his hand in the passing lanes. And his anticipatory skills are piss poor.
He has to learn how to have a better defensive IQ.
Yep. And what I mean by his anticipatory skills is that
don't reply to that yet. I know you saw that. Don't reply to that yet.
Oh, I'm saving that. I'm saving that.
But Mo Green said no, absolutely not. Luka, who got them to the finals, it wasn't Kyrie. Kyrie didn't show up that into the finals. Luka carried that team and hurt the whole playoffs. That's true too. He did have a chest contusion. He did have a leg injury, but he still played through it, and that's why I commend him for that.
Agreed.
He's lazy defender and has to stop relying on the refs for fouls. Yes, we definitely agree with that. Lucas stated this morning that he was thinking about saying F the Olympics and work on his health and stamina. Listen.
Take it.
I agree with Lucas. Take it. My biggest gripe.
Take the opportunity.
My biggest gripe with Luka, he doesn't like contact. He's too big for the position not to post up anymore. You know what? You're on to something. New York Beach.
Spot on.
To something there.
Spot on. spot on. Too chicken shit to take players down low. And think about it, Luka is a small big man, okay, who controls the pace of the floor, brings the ball up the floor. You know how many Luka can be if he slims down and really works on his post game. Does the name Larry Bird come to mind? Because I see parts of it there. The only difference, Bird loved to take you to the post. I mean, he had an outside jumper like nobody's business, okay? He had an outside jumper, but he loved to post you up. Just ask the Milwaukee Bucks. He tortured you in the post. There was a play that he did. There was a play with him against the Bucks in '86. I think it was Game 3 in Milwaukee. He took Paul Pressey to the post, started to back him down, and then out the corner of his eye, he saw Robert Parrish flash to the post, and he didn't even look. He just threw it over his shoulder, and Parrish caught it and laid it in. Luka has that skill, is on the precipice of having that kind of skill. Just needs to take time to complete training. Mm-hmm. Take the time off from the Olympics. You don't need to be in the Olympics. What you want to do is get back to where you were just now, which is the NBA World Championship Series.
Yep.
And if you want to win it, you got to be ready. Luka wasn't ready. Kyrie Irving, I'll talk about him tomorrow. I'm not even going to. All right.
What's going on, RC? What's up, brother?
RC, what's going on, man?
And we'll go to Arku. He said Luka is capable of being a good defender, but sometimes complaining to the refs affects his game and it doesn't get back on defense. Mo Green says a slim Luka will be dangerous. He still needs to work on that defense, but a slim Luka, fire.
Mm-hmm.
RC says Bird and Barkley just use a caboose to get loose.
Find the lie.
Find the lie.
Find the lie. I mean, Barkley was barely 6'4", but they measured him at 6'6", but he'll post the hell out of you.
Right.
Doesn't matter if you're tall. For God's sakes, he posted Robert Parrish in a couple of games. And Parrish is 7 foot tall.
I even seen Bird in that era, and I see those game tapes on Bird. He was epic work.
Which is why he's one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
And the final topic that we have on these NBA finals, and we got one more topic for just NBA news in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Was this Kyrie Irving's last chance at another title?
Yep. Kyrie Irving.
I'm going to be optimistic and say no, it's not his last chance. It's not really up to him. That's why.
Are you kidding me?
Or it's not really up to him. And I'm going to say this. If you look at this team and how it's built for the Dallas Mavericks, Kyrie Irving and Luka just need help. They need a supporting cast. No. And I'm going to tell you, listen, you might not like it. You might not like this snowman. But if you look at this roster, right, I still don't understand how they got to the NBA Finals with this roster. I still don't understand. Me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Lively, he's young. I'm not going to put him on the record. He's young.
Right.
He's the youngest. He was the youngest player in the NBA Finals. Not going to put that on him.
Mm-hmm.
But this supporting cast with Kebler and Tim Hardaway Jr., this roster has to be shaken up. PJ Washington ain't it. I'm sorry.
Nope.
PJ Washington is not it. Derrick Jones Jr., he was that bull when he was in Miami. He's not that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Daniel Gafford, you did get him from a bad Washington Wizards team, and I think you could probably make him your big man defensively and rebounding. But you need forwards. You need forwards. They need to restructure this roster and get a third scorer. And that's what Luka and Kyrie is missing, a third scorer. If you look at the Boston Celtics, you have 3 of the 4 that can give you double figures every night. Al Horford does not have to give you double figures every night to win a basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I feel like if the Mavericks roster and their organization shakes it up and go get a third person that can actually score and stay healthy at the same time, I think they have a chance. I think Kyrie has a chance to go back with Luka, but it has to start with the organization and the president of basketball operations, which I don't know who the hell is for the Dallas Mavericks, but you need to shake up this roster. That's the only reason why I say that. Now, if they don't do that, then hell no. Then hell no.
Charge of the Dallas Mavericks. Mark Cuban. Is he actually going to?
He likes to spend money, so I don't know why you can't go out and get a third person. The man likes to spend money.
Okay. Is this it for Kyrie Irving? My thoughts are these. He's finished. He's done. Finito in the sun. Kyrie Irving is not a true point guard and hasn't been for a while. Where the hell was he in the Western Finals? Well, I take that back. Where was he in the NBA World Championship Series? Where was he?
And that's another thing I wanted to say. I mean, let's be completely honest here. I listened to the radio this morning, and
why'd you do that?
I feel like with Kyrie, right? The way he went about it in Boston, while he was there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that still hinders him. The way, because he had issues in Brooklyn where he got traded from Boston to Brooklyn, the whole COVID thing and all that stuff. But I think he has matured so much from those two situations, and I think he needs to learn how to let that go in Boston. He
ain't,
and he doesn't have a veteran guy like a Al Horford that Boston has for Jaylen Brown and Tatum.
Right.
To tell him to get it out of his head. Like, just imagine if he had like a Paul Pierce on his team or a KG on his team, a veteran guy that can get into his head. Like, listen, you got to snap out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he's holding on to what happened in Boston, and it kind of lingered over to him going to the finals, especially going back into that Garden. Because you see, he was a totally different player. When his mindset, you can see his body language. He didn't look like the same guy from Game 3 or Game 4. He just didn't look like that guy. So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, though. But I just wanted to, give that statement.
Mm-hmm. Understood. But I think Kyrie is finito. Kyrie is finito. And the way that the Mavericks got their ass kicked in this final series, I'd love to be proven wrong, but I think the door just slammed.
Mm.
If you don't get help for Luka, fuck Kyrie. If you don't get help for Luka and get him a true point guard and take the ball handling duties away from him, not to say he doesn't need to have it some of the time. He does. He absolutely does. But you get that distraction named Kyrie Irving out of Dallas. All right? You get him out. You get him out of there. You get him out of there. He's done. He doesn't want to chase a championship, honestly. I'll say more tomorrow. I'll say more tomorrow.
I think Kyrie is done in Dallas, but I think the team will give him a 1-year contract, hoping that he could help get to the finals. I think so too, but I feel like I don't think Kyrie and Luka's the issue. I feel like the supporting cast around those two is the issue.
Oh,
this isn't the topic of conversation, but damn, LaMelo Ball wasting his career quickly in Charlotte. Lord have mercy. The Lakers should have traded LeBron James and sell the building for LaMelo and keep AD if you can. Oh, God.
That's wrong all the way. Give me this. Give me this button right here. Repeat that. Repeat his comment to me. Repeat that to me.
This is a topic of conversation, but damn, LaMelo Ball wasted his career quickly in Charlotte. Lord have mercy. The Lakers should trade LeBron James and sell the building for LaMelo and keep AD if you can.
Oh, hell no! Are you kidding me? That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous. How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
Matter of fact,
Bruh.
there.
So comment says Kyrie and Luka will get a chip. The ages with MJ got his. Larry Bird got his. Steph got his. And Isaiah for years. Luka is 26 and Kyrie is 30. Watch it happen. Trust the process. Mark Cuban is not the true owner anymore. He gave up major portion of his decision making.
They won't win a chip together. Period. I said it out loud, and I'm sticking to it until I'm proven wrong.
I disagree with this.
Proven wrong.
They saying that Kyrie Irving sold. I disagree with that. I don't think he sold.
He did.
I don't think he sold. I think he has a spell over TD Garden, and he just could. Even in the regular season, he couldn't win in TD Garden. So how did he sell in the final? He didn't even win in the regular season in TD Garden.
I have two words for you. You fool!
Kid coaching was awful and messed up his rotation. Lively played 24 minutes off the bench, and yet Gafford only played 10 minutes as a starter. No way Kepler should have even touched the floor on defense. Oh man, I'm just gonna go through these comments, y'all. But we really do appreciate y'all coming in here. Y'all definitely are. How about them Celtics? Shout out to Paul Rodriguez, man. You was in my live streams a few times talking about your damn Boston Celtics because I'm a Miami Heat fan, but like it's another story for another time. The Heat will be back. That's all I'm gonna say. The Heat will be back if we do the right things and in as far as the roster change there. But we have one more NBA topic and we're going to go to a quick break here. And we're going to talk about it here for, even though it's not the Lakers we're talking about, we're actually talking about the Clippers, ladies and gentlemen. It is good. And Jeff Van Gundy has agreed to be the Clippers lead assistant for the LA Clippers for Tyronn Lue's team.
We can go to a break now. This is a bad move, period. We can go to a break.
I want to finish this though. Van Gundy is considered one of the finest minds in basketball, in my opinion. Has been pursued years to return to coaching on a full-time basis. His relationship with Todd Lue in the franchise for Van Gundy played major parts in the Clippers' ability to land him, sources said. Even though Jeff Van Gundy is 62 years old, he did spend 16 years as a television analyst for ESPN and accepted a role with the Boston Celtics president of basketball operations with Brad Stevens last summer. See? He definitely accepted the role with Van Gundy and Lue.
Stay put. Stay where you are.
Van Gundy and Lue built a strong relationship as the members of the USA basketball staff, and Lue decided to pursue Van Gundy for his staff. So Van Gundy is coached Lue for a season with the Houston Rockets back in 2004. Now, Van Gundy has been out the NBA for 11 plus seasons, though. 11 plus seasons as a head coach for the New York Knicks and the Rockets. Van Gundy is 248 and 142 losses, which is 59%. He's 37-32 in the playoff record, and he does include a trip to the 1999 NBA Finals with New York. His overall record was 430 and 318, which is 57% and 44 and 44 in the postseason record with those franchise. Now, I am not mad at this, but I'm going to troll right now. The Lakers, you screwed this up. If you're a Lakers fan, you sitting here that the Clippers went and got a top lead assistant, and you're still sitting here with a homeless coach.
I have two things. Jeff Van Gundy, you fool! And Mr. Van Gundy again.
Mister, will you please wake up?
And secondly, it's the Clippers. Who in the Vita blue, yellow-bellied, red-blooded hell cares? Who cares? Now we can go to a break.
I just want to reply to some of these comments here. He said, why Jeff Van Gundy, he wants to suffer Kawhi and PG-13 and do more load management. The Clippers are a joke franchise and need to move out of LA. Now, I don't even think Paul George is staying in LA. I don't even think that's happening.
Where he's going to load manage somewhere else. He's going to load manage somewhere else.
Jeff Van Gundy is part of a roller coaster of coaches to retain other jobs. Where is Mark Jackson in the conversation? You think he might be better than JJ Redick?
You know what, I will respond to this. Mark Jackson screwed himself. That's all I got to say. Mark Jackson screwed himself, and the Warriors told him, "See ya."
And shout out to, he said, great show. Snowman's amazing with them intros. Awesome.
I have fun with these sounds.
I'm still hearing rumors about that.
Wait,
if he goes
Paul
Philly,
George,
that's not going to change the damn thing for the Sixers. It's not.
Paul George
another
to
James
Philly.
Harden all over again.
Paul George to Philly.
Oh, hell no!
Can we go to a break, please? I need a nap.
So we're gonna come back with some more NFL news here. We're gonna talk about some NFL news. We're gonna talk about the WNBA and the selection of the 3-on-3 Olympic games. So they did announce the three WNBA players that will be going to the Olympics in the 3-on-3 basketball tournament. And we're gonna have so much more to talk about from MLB to NHL. It is the Darion Hopkins Sports Show, and we'll be back in like a minute or so. So get your popcorn. We're gonna have some interesting things to talk about. So let's get it, and we'll be right back.
Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the table. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins.
This episode of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the #1 platform to browse, discover, and experience best events in town, all in the palm of your hand. From heart-pounding concerts that can make you dance to nail-biting sports games that can keep you on the edge of your seat, SeatGeek has it all. From exclusive deals and personalized recommendations tailored just for you. Use the promo code DHopkins and get $20 off your first purchase. So join the movement. SeatGeek. Get up, get out, and get tickets. Are you ready to take your energy to the next level? W Energy is a proud sponsor of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show, your go-to source for all things sports. W Energy isn't just another drink. It's packed with natural ingredients, zero sugar, and no fillers. Whether you're training like me, grinding through work, or just leveling up on your favorite game, W got you covered. The Darion Hopkins Sports Show is powered by W Energy, and you can be too. Experience the sustained energy and enhanced focus to keep me at the top of my game. Here's an exclusive offer for the Darion Hopkins Sports Show fans. Using promo code DHopkins at checkout and get 10% off your first purchase. So don't wait. Boost your energy and take the world today. W Energy. Fuel your greatness every step of the way. Back, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Shout out to the sponsors, SeatGeek and W Energy Drinks. Shout out to y'all, man. We really do appreciate it. And Bet Us. Thank y'all so much. The links are definitely in the description for all the links there. Y'all definitely see the code for SeatGeek, which is D Hopkins, get $20 off your first purchase. And the same thing for W Energy as well, which is get 10% off at checkout using the promo code D Hopkins. And the link is in the description for Bet Us to get 125% on your sports book upon the deposit. Make sure y'all go check out betus.com as well. But we're going to get into some NFL talk here, ladies and gentlemen. You know what's funny, Snowman?
What's
I
that?
see that on my arm, and I got the same exact thing.
Wrong arm. Yep.
I actually have the same. See,
Yep.
but mine is the Free Libre, the freestyle.
Okay.
And
Mine
my
is
mother had the Dexcon, so I saw that. I was like, oh,
I got the Dexcom.
yeah. My mother has a Dexcon too, but you know, it runs in my family, so that's why I have it. So, but thank y'all for tuning in, man. We really appreciate everybody in the comments. Y'all are really being active today, and I love it.
I love it.
More y'all in here, it
I
makes
love
the
it.
show even better. We love it so much.
I
y'all.
love it. I mean, they're active on my show. They're active in here. And Darion, you popped in my chat this morning, and I love you for that. And we just, on our respective shows, we absolutely love having y'all in the comments section.
Mhm.
Now, before we go any further, I have a surprise. I have a surprise for this guy. Oh, he's over here. Okay. I have a surprise for this man. I keep looking in the camera and I got to remember it's reversed. Okay. I got to remember it's reversed. I have a surprise for this guy over here. Beginning beginning on Labor Day, the Darion Hopkins Sports Show will come to Snowman Multimedia and WJKS Radio live.
Let's go. I'm so down for that, man. Thank you so much, man. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. That is what's up, man. It's definitely an honor to do that and bring the Darion Hopkins Sports Show back in September. That's going to be so much fun to be on an actual radio. And it's been a dream to be on a radio station. And
you got it, my man.
Man.
I started WJKS DB last year, and a lot of people got where I got the call letters from. And in case you haven't figured it out, JKS, Jody K. Snow. I did it in honor of my wife. And I also got a station that I'm building in honor of my dad. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that also. But Darion will be one of the flagship shows on WJKS beginning on Labor Day, and it'll come your way 5 days a week, and it'll follow Snowman in the morning. I just wanted to throw that piece of breaking news out there and surprise my boy with that present. As I get everything together on this side, he gets everything together on his side, and we are going to be just coming at you with the best sports talk that you can't ignore. Period.
So, shout out to Snowman for giving me that opportunity to be on a radio show, man. It's just an honor, man. Congrats, Darion. Well deserved. I really do appreciate you, man. And they say I'm coming the next Stephen A. Smith. I'm not gonna lie though. I call myself Stephen A. Smith 2.0, man. I even told him that when he came to Philadelphia to do his book signing. I came to his seminar, and I came to a seminar and I signed his book, and they said on my podcast they call me Stephen A. 2.0. So I'm just going to take it as it is. I'm becoming the next Stephen A. Smith. That's fine.
That's all you can do. And one of the things that I've learned, because I've had a couple friends tell me about that seminar he did in Philadelphia, which is to protect the brand and build the brand, which is why I am making some changes on my show. I am limiting, if not cutting out the swearing, because I am on a radio station in Atlanta, and there's a couple of other stations, one in Baltimore, one in Chicago, that I am a part of. And even though I don't look it today, I'm going to be suited and booted from now on. And I decided I'm going to start that after I get back from South Bend. So we are going to work on a lot of things, appearance being one of them. But it's football talk today. I'm representing the 49ers. And where is he? He's over here. No, he's over there. Here, there, here. Which way did he go? Where did he go? Which way did he go? Which way did he go? This man's representing the Raiders. I'm representing the 49ers. Let's do some football talk.
Absolutely.
And,
And
by the way, there may be a second sponsor. There may be another sponsor in the works because after I may have to depart here early, but there's a good friend of mine, Michael Ray, who's been on my show, who has a football game in a binder. I'll tell you all about that next week.
And just to let you know, Nothing But Raider podcast will be coming back really soon. It will be back around training camp. So I really don't care.
You better bring that back.
And I'm bringing, I'm bringing Nothing But Raider podcast back.
Good.
Definitely during training camp time, because like I don't really care for mini camp and mandatory mini camps and all that other blasphemous stuff that be going on. So I'll be back for Nothing But Raider podcast
stuff
on there. So, fact or fiction?
Oh no. All right, bring it on.
Latest buzz around these mini camps. Speaking of mini camps, now
bring it on.
We all know the NFL mini camps wrapped up this week, and training camps is starting up. And I don't know if you knew, but if you saw they did release the training camp dates as well. For your 49ers, they'll be at the SAP Performance Facility in Santa Clara. Rookies will come in on July 16th, and the veterans will come on the 23rd. And for my Las Vegas Raiders, we'll be at the Jack Hammett Sports Complex. We'll be in Costa Mesa, California. The rookies come on the 21st, and the vets come on the 23rd. So if you did not go see those dates, make sure you go to Ian Rappaport or Adam Schefter. They do have the whole list of training camp when it comes to that. But mini camps that definitely ended this week. And fact or fiction with this one. The first one that we have.
All right.
Spencer Rattler, the quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, is rapidly climbing up the depth chart for the Saints.
Fact. I mean, how old is Derek Carr?
That's a good question because I really don't know.
I rest my case. Next.
Derek Carr is 33.
I rest my case. Next.
So, okay. And fact or fiction, Bo Nix has an inside track to becoming the Broncos starting QB.
Inside track, outside track. Bo Nix is Bo Nix. Sean Payton's got him. Fact. Next.
I'm gonna say fiction. I'm gonna say fiction for.
Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna say fiction for Spencer Rattler until I see what they do in training camp.
What?
That's why I really don't care for mini camp.
What?
We're gonna get to that Brandon Ayuk stuff too, though. We're gonna talk about that next. But for Bo Nix, yeah, of course, I think this is definitely a fact that I don't want to hear about the goddamn donkeys.
What?
Number one, because that's what I call them. I don't call them the Broncos. I call them the goddamn donkeys. And that's exactly what they are. They're the donkeys from Shrek. That's exactly what they are. As a Raiders fan, that's what we call them. The donkeys. The donkeys from Shrek.
It doesn't matter if the Raiders are in Oakland, Los Angeles, or Las Vegas.
I don't care what your altitude is in Denver. You're a donkey.
What?
But that's definitely a fact there for Bo Nix. Oh, God. Speaking of my Raiders, fact or fiction, the Raiders expect Jacoby Myers to make a huge leap.
No.
There. Next.
See. Here you go. This is a 49ers troll. This is what happens when you have a 49ers troll on the Raiders every single time. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think he's going to make the leap.
No.
I think he is. But at the same time, I'm nervous if he does make this leap because look who Luke Getsy got to prove something to me as an offensive coordinator.
Who?
Luke Getsy.
Oh, y'all got him from the Bears. Good luck.
I'm not a big fan. He's gonna have to prove something to me. But if Jacoby Myers can, then yeah. I mean, He did have 71 receptions, almost 1,000 yards last season and 8 touchdowns. So that's not too bad for a number 2 receiver on the other side of Devontae Adams. I'm not mad at that. So I don't think it will be a big leap, but I think it will be an improvement. I don't think it will be a leap. But
fiction.
Factor fiction. You're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one, Snowman.
Bring it on.
Dak Prescott poised to earn a record-breaking extension from the Cowboys. Fact or fiction?
Give me a minute. give me a minute here. Because you're gonna have to read that again with the response.
Okay, you want me to read it right now? Like I'll do it to you.
Wait, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm furiously live research, folks.
Just to let you know, y'all can put your fact or fictions in the comments as well. Y'all can
we'll read them. We will definitely respond. Well,
before he does any sound bites for that,
okay,
I'm going to say fiction because Jerry Jones won't do it, just like R. Cooper said. And he's R. Cooper's a Dallas Cowboys fan, but he's one of those realistic Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, he's a realistic fan.
He's a realistic fan. He's not one of those ones that's on crack and think they're just going to win a Super Bowl every year. It's just not going to happen.
All right, I'm ready. Do it.
Okay. Fact or fiction? Dak Prescott poised to earn a record-breaking extension from the Cowboys.
Ah, shucks. That's what I wanted. All right, wait. I messed it up. When you do things on the fly, you mess up a lot. One more time.
One more time?
One more time.
Fact or fiction? Dak Prescott poised to earn a record-breaking extension from the Cowboys. I didn't hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
No,
I was playing Bishop. I was playing Bishop Bullwinkle. Hell to the no! A record extension for Dak Prescott? Are you kidding me?
No, I don't
Dak
see
Prescott has been utter trash for 8 seasons. Hell, Dak Prescott is not even better than Tony Romo, and Tony Romo stunk up the joint.
This is definitely fiction. This is definitely not a fact.
This is fiction. This is fiction the size of AT&T Stadium itself. All right, let me go old school. This is fiction the size of Candlestick Park.
And what's crazy about this is saying that Dak is 30 years old. He's in his final season of his 4-year, $160 million.
Cut his ass.
In the 2020 QB. And he currently ranks 12th among QBs in terms of average annual value. He's likely to secure they saying that they likely to secure a massive raise after Trevor Lawrence and Jared Goff set the table for eye-opening. And I don't think he gets that. I'm sorry.
Just to put it all in perspective, ladies and gentlemen, Dak Prescott sucks. He has sucked ass every year. Paul Rodriguez says, when the last time the 49ers, well, we won a Super Bowl in 94, but we appeared last year. Close your mouth.
In the last one we got here, I think we both want to say fiction to this one. Sam Darnold could start all season for the Vikings. This is fiction. This is fiction. Absolute fiction. There's no way you go get JJ McCarthy and think that Sam Darnold is going to play all season for the Vikings. You got to be shitting me. You have to be shitting me.
Sam Darnold's going to what?
They said fact or fiction. Sam Darnold could start all season for the Minnesota Vikings.
Sam Darnold will not take a regular season snap with the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, how's that? That's total fiction. For him to start off, that's total fiction. He got ruined in Carolina. He got ruined by the Jets and run over in Carolina. He was lucky to back up Brock Purdy in San Francisco. They signed him in Minnesota because they don't have a quarterback because Kirk Two Change Cousins is in Atlanta and he ain't going to start all year long. All right. JJ McCarthy will get the keys to the vehicle at the top of the season. Mark my words.
Agreed.
JJ McCarthy will get the keys. We'll get the keys to the vehicle at the top of the season. Sam Darnold, his career got wasted in Carolina and with the Jets. All right.
Enough said. So that is your fact or fiction segment here. I think I'm gonna start doing more fact or fictions here. I think it was
That's
pretty fun.
That's fun.
That was pretty fun. I think I'm gonna start doing some more fact or fictions here.
Okay. Load them up and let's go. That's fun. Load them up and let's go.
But let's move on because I definitely want to hear what Snowman has to say about this. Do the 49ers want Brandon Ayuk? And look at where these things stand when it comes to this wide receiver contract dispute. Now,
there's your answer.
No. The wide receiver posted a video on TikTok, which telling the Washington Commanders rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels, who Ayuk played with at Arizona State.
Mm-hmm.
And he stated to Jaden Daniels that the 49ers don't want him back. Now, the post which Ayuk captioned, he laughed, but he said, "I'm crying for real, created waves, renewed speculation that the Niners could trade the talented wide receiver." Now, to borrow the phrase from James Redbourne, according to him, he did say at Independence Day, Ayuk claim is not entirely accurate. But NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport told Monday on The Insiders that the Niners certainly want to retain Ayuk on a long-term contract, but haven't been able to bridge the money gap. And according to Rappaport, the negotiations have not been completely dead as the sides continue to work on a solution. Now, we know Ayuk seeks a new contract. We all been talking about this for a couple days now.
Mm-hmm.
He got the kind of dollars that the Detroit Lions Amon St. Brown signed in the offseason was roughly $28 million per year,
which
average over the first 3 years of the deal. Now, the 49ers aren't there yet, according to Ian Rappaport. But what is the exact message that Brandon Ayuk is trying to relay? Posting that video is remaining unclear, but looming to the question moving forward into the NFL quiet period, whether the Niners are willing to bridge whatever gap that remains between the team and Ayuk, is willing to hold out or hold on to get a new deal. What are your thoughts on this?
Anybody remember what happened 4 years ago with Deebo Samuel? Anybody remember what happened with Nick Bosa?
They did have a difficult contract with
They
Deebo
had difficult. We've had difficult
he held it until he landed a new deal last year. I remember that.
Listen, we've had difficult contracts before. Period. We've had two of them in recent memory. Deebo Samuel and Nick the Quick Bosa. We got them both signed. We'll do the same for Brandon Ayuk. My thoughts are done.
I think a deal would be done, but at the same time, right? I love Brandon Ayuk.
Don't believe the hype. I'm telling you right now.
I love Brandon Ayuk.
I'll say it right here.
I love Amon St. Brown for the Detroit Lions. I think they have similar games in my personal. I think Ayuk is a better route runner, but I think the toughness
and Ayuk is fast. And Ayuk is faster.
Yeah, Ayuk is faster, but I think
Ayuk is faster. Ayuk's a better route runner
across the middle and stuff like that. I think they can both do that, but do Brandon Ayuk want to be paid the highest receiver in the league?
The question is to a lot of people, does he deserve it? And my answer is yes. With back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons.
So making him the highest paid doesn't make him the best receiver in the league?
He is the best receiver in the league. He and Deebo are the best receiving tandem. You heard it here.
I don't know about the best receiver in the game, but he's damn near, he's up there as one of the best. But I don't think he's the best receiver in the game. I don't think he's that.
Who's the best receiver in the game to you?
That's a tough one. Who are your five best? Let's do that. You could. I don't like the Dallas Cowboys, but CeeDee Lamb is a dog. I'm sorry. I think he's better than Ayuk.
Who?
CeeDee Lamb.
Stay off the weed.
I think CeeDee Lamb is a little bit better than Ayuk. My personal opinion.
Stay off the weed.
I'll give you
just
Jamar
because
Chase.
you're a 49ers fan.
I'll give you Jamar Chase.
I could really go there and be like, oh, if Devontae wasn't with the Raiders, it'll be a different story. I'll say Devontae is up there. Devontae is up there. If you want to look at the top receivers in the league, we could definitely. You think he's better? You think he's better than Justin Jefferson? We're not going to do that. He's not better than Justin Jefferson. He's not. I don't even think he's better than Jamar Chase.
I already said Jamar. I'll give you Jamar Chase.
But even you think he's better than Justin Jefferson?
Yep.
Oh, you're crazy. Now it's the 49er fandom. Now it's the 49er fandom. You got to be out of your rabbit mind if you think that he's better than Justin Jefferson.
Why are you cursing me out?
Absolutely not. No.
Why are you cursing me out before you drink? And you're not supposed to be drinking on air anyway.
That's water. Shout out to Deer Park, by the way. Shout out to Deer Park. I would love to have a sponsorship from you.
Hey, Darion, I know. Trust me. No, Justin Jefferson is a better receiver than Brandon Ayuk, but Ayuk is one of the best in the league. All right? I told you about drinking on the job, man.
This is what happens when you have a 49ers troll. The joke was sitting right. Look, this is what happens when we have these type of conversations.
The joke was sitting right there, okay?
The joke was definitely sitting right there. No. I'm about to be like, what?
Let me stop kidding. Let me stop kidding. Justin Jefferson is all of that and then some. All right. He has made catches I have not seen in a while in my 40 years of watching football. Now, is Brandon quickly becoming one of the best in the league? Yes. Is he up there right now? Honestly speaking, no. His teammate Debo is a little further up than Brandon, but Brandon has this to his credit: back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. In fact, he set a record in 22 and then broke it in 23. A team record, not a regular season record, because that belongs to Calvin Johnson. I'm talking about a team record. All right, so he has that. He has that going for him, and he is a very dangerous part of this offense. So it's going to depend on how late they can get this deal done. It's really going to depend on how late they can get this deal done. And no, I don't have Everclear in my bottle. It is all ice water, okay? But see, it's Darion's fault.
How is my fault?
It's Darion's.
How?
It's Darion's fault.
How? What did I do this time?
You put it on a silver platter for me.
Oh, Jesus. I sure didn't. I just want to hear your thoughts about him getting on TikTok.
And you put it on a platter. Listen, you gave me a belt high fastball and I'm a power hitter. Really? And I should tell you, one of my favorite sluggers of all time is Frank Thomas.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you did tell me
one of my favorite all time is Frank Thomas. Now, when I said that Ayuk was better than JJ, of which I was kidding, Darion wanted to say,
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
I'm ready to take this. I already take these headphones off and be like, what?
Why do you think I had this soundbite ready?
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
No, but in my heart of hearts, I do believe they're going to get a deal done. It may take as long as they had for Nick Bosa to get it. See, that right there makes this show fun. You can't put Everclear on ice because it'll sock you in the head worse. And you can't drink this much Everclear without passing out.
Receivers, he says 1 Lamb, 2 Jefferson. You're bugging. Number 1, you're bugging with that one. 3 Chase, 4 Ayuk, 5 Adams. Darion, mark my words, he's going to have a breakout year because we really don't have an offense, and Adams runs the offense. I'm sorry, but there's no way you're putting Justin Jefferson behind CeeDee Lamb. There's no way you're just doing that. You're not doing that.
I could say something, but I don't want Brandon to throw anything at me.
Yeah. Let's move on.
I could say something that'll really mess with him, but I don't want him to throw anything at me like his headphones, which are very expensive because I bought a pair.
No, just don't do it.
I bought a pair of those.
But, oh my God. New York B says, Anthony, AJ Brown is arguably one of the best receivers. CeeDee Lamb is good, but Jamar Chase and JJ's are better though. I mean, AJ Brown is pretty good. AJ Brown is pretty good.
Who?
Yeah, so basically we're gonna move on real quick with that one. The AFC North.
Because that would be a discussion we'd have for the whole show, okay?
Oh, yeah. You'll sit here all damn day. You'll sit here all damn day talking about it.
Oh, yeah. Look, us in the chat, man, this will be lit up for days, man.
It sure will. But the AFC North is going to be featured in an in-season version of Hard Knocks. Now, the AFC North, they said the division best known as the heated rivalries, will be featured in the in-season edition of HBO Hard Knocks TV television series this season.
Why?
It's the first time that the Emmy Award-winning series is chronicled the entire division. So, of course, the Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns, Pittsburgh Steelers all finished with winning records, which is absolutely true. With the quarterbacks Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson, who cares for Russell Wilson, and was traded to the Denver Broncos to Pittsburgh. We all know that. The AFC North will debut December 3rd and will run through the rest of the regular season and the playoffs. Okay. I'm a fan, but not a fan. I love the Hard Knocks. I think the Hard Knocks is pretty dope.
Hard Knocks is cool.
I think it's a pretty dope show. But the AFC North,
of all divisions,
the AFC North?
Listen, I will describe the AFC North before they even begin filming. Pittsburgh's going to have a horrible losing season. The Cleveland Browns are going to suck ass, and they'll go 0 for the season. You have the Cincinnati Bengals, who are trying to climb back up, and then there's the Baltimore Ravens, who added Derrick Henry. There, broken down.
I really want to see the Hard Knocks of the Baltimore Ravens just to see what they do behind closed doors. And I know they just revealed their kind of alternate helmets or jerseys, whatever. Which I thought, I'm not gonna lie, I like the color purple, but I'm not a Ravens fan. But I think purple. I got an actual T-shirt that has I got from Target, was the Purple Rain Prince T-shirt. So I kind of like to wear purple a little bit. I'm just not a Ravens fan.
Why not?
But I think I would love to see this from the Hard Knocks, from the defensive standpoint from every team. I don't care about the offenses. Now, I think the defense is going to be very interesting when it comes to this show. Because, even though I don't like the Cleveland Browns, but they have a good defense with Myles Garrett. Then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers with TJ Watt. And then you have you have to think about it. Patrick McQueen left Baltimore to go to Pittsburgh and be their linebacker with TJ Watt. So that's some drama there too. So Cincinnati Bengals, of course, their defense is it's okay, but everybody want to see the recovery of Joe Burrow. So that's the only offense in the recovery. I don't really want to see the recovery of Deshaun Watson. I just think Deshaun Watson is just
Deshaun Watson sucks.
But
Deshaun Watson sucks. I said it aloud, and I will continue to say it. Deshaun Watson blows. Okay, he had one good year in Houston where they were about to upset the Kansas City Chiefs, and then the offense and the team went dead. And that was the end of Deshaun Watson as we know it.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a very interesting show to see these divisions, but I'm really going to look at it for a defense standpoint because you have Patrick Queen. He did the Baltimore Ravens so petty and just became
he
a
did them
became a
dirty.
free agent. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay in the division and go to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He did them so dirty. He did them dirty.
Oh, that was so
dirtier
dirty.
than all. He did them dirtier and all get out. Okay.
There you go. The battle of the nutritionists. AFC North, the best division players missed most of the season. Burrow, Deshaun Watson, TJ, you name it. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely true.
Look, I got nothing.
I got nothing. December 3rd, make sure y'all tune in on HBO Hard Knocks and look for the whole division of the AFC North. I would love to see the AFC South. I mean, the AFC South or the AFC West or even the NFC West. You know what I'm saying? Even war.
I'd love to see the NFC West or the AFC South because I think both of those are going to be more competitive than the AFC North. Baltimore's just going to run over everybody. All right. And Cleveland's not going to score a point until the 5th game of the year. Cleveland's not going to score a point.
I'm just mind my business on that one.
No, you're not, because you want to get in on this shit as well as I do.
I don't want to get in. I don't want to get in on it because I don't care for the AFC North. It's all about if it ain't
I know,
the AFC West,
I know that, but you troll as much. I know that, but you troll as much as I do, and you have fun doing it when it comes to Deshaun Watson.
I ain't worrying about the dog shit Browns. I ain't worrying about them. I ain't worrying about them. I am not worrying about the dog shit Browns. I'm not.
He said dog shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the dog shit Browns.
Nor should you. Nor should
they got, if you ever heard of Uncle Luke's song, Doodoo Brown, that is actually
the Cleveland Browns. That's the Cleveland Browns of the 80s and the 90s, and that's the Cleveland Browns now.
Right.
All right.
New York B says, even as a Giants fan, I'm still rooting for Lamar Jackson to get over his playoff hump. The Ravens have to avoid the Chiefs in the playoffs.
That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
That ain't going to happen.
Good luck with that. Patrick Mahomes is him right now. So
listen, Patrick Mahomes rules the AFC and rules the world until somebody beats him.
Until somebody knocks him off. That's a fact.
Until somebody knocks him off. And that ain't going to happen anytime soon.
Anytime soon.
It's Patrick Mahomes and it's everybody else. Okay. Lamar played scared in that AFC Championship game. I remember doing that game. Lamar played scared. He played loose and free all throughout the season, and then you run into the Kansas City Chiefs and pow, right into the wall. Okay? Here's my description of Lamar. Listen, Lamar's great during the regular season and through parts of the playoffs. Don't get it twisted. Okay? His kryptonite is the Kansas City Chiefs. And if you go back to the AFC Championship game, that first drive where Baltimore had the ball, the crowd was on their feet, and you were ready to see what Lamar Jackson can do to lead this offense, and the Kansas City Chiefs shut all that noise down with a 3-and-out. And then what do the Chiefs do? They take the ensuing possession, marching right down their throats, and stick it in the end zone.
Facts.
Game, set, match.
Let's move on to the last NFL topic of the day. I don't even listen. You said enough. You said enough. And that's why I was quiet. I couldn't even sit here and say anything. I'm with you when you're right. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm with you when you're right.
Mm-hmm.
NFL Sunday Ticket. This is very interesting. Roger Goodell testifies that NFL Sunday Ticket is a premium product, but the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell reiterated during the testimony in the federal court Monday that the league's NFL Sunday Ticket package, subject to a class action lawsuit, is a premium product while defending the league's broadcast model. Now, Goodell was called as a witness by the NFL as the trial lawsuit files that NFL Sunday Ticket subscribers entering his third week was a stand on nearly 4 hours. Now, we have been clear throughout that premium product, not just the pricing quality, but Goodell said that the cross-examination of the Los Angeles courtroom that fans make the choice whether they want it or not. I'm sure we're the fans who said they say it's too costly. Now, Goodell has been the commissioner since 2006, and he believes that this is the first time he has been called to testify in federal court during his tenure. The class action, which covers 2.4 million residential subscribers and 48,000 business who paid for the package through 2011 and from 2011 through 2022, claims the league broke his antitrust laws by selling its package of out-of-market Sunday afternoon games that inflated the price. Now, the subscribers also say that the league restricted competition by offering Sunday ticket only on a satellite provider. Now, the NFL maintains that the right to sell the Sunday ticket under the antitrust exemption for broadcasting. The plaintiff said that only covers over-the-air broadcast and not to pay TV. If the NFL found liable, a jury would award $7 billion in damages, that the number could be ballooned up to $21 billion because of the antitrust case in triple damages. So during the first 2 weeks of the trial, the exhibits the plaintiff that showed that Fox and CBS have long been concerned about how the competition from more widely disturbed Sunday ticket packages affect the ratings in local air games. Now, I'm not going to read all into this, right?
Please don't.
But I really think that the NFL kind of messed up, where I know DirecTV is not the best when it comes to cable satellite.
Mm-mm.
That's where DirecTV was making their money during NFL Sunday Ticket. And you took it off your hands and put it in the hands of YouTube. And you spike that damn price.
Mm-hmm. Spike the hell out of it.
And I love the fact that I don't care. I'm putting my secret out there. I have an unlocked Fire Stick that I get every game from every television station in the NFL. I don't need NFL Sunday Ticket. It might be behind. It might be a delay because of the behind of the national television games, but I watch NFL Red Zone for free with my Fire Stick. I watch NFL Sunday Ticket for free on my Fire Stick. Matter of fact, it's not for free because I get my Fire Stick for $10 a month, but it's still cheaper than what I'm paying for on YouTube for YouTube Premium. What are your thoughts on this, man?
The NFL fucked up when they hired Roger Goodell. There. You can say everything from there. When Roger Goodell was hired, he became the biggest puppet in the nation. He became the biggest puppet in the world, especially when it came to owners like Robert Kraft and owners like Jerry Jones. You put it in YouTube's hands and you spike the cost, knowing people want to watch football all day, and yet there are those of us who can't afford it, and you're going to do that. Hell yeah, it's going to be a class action lawsuit, and I hope the son of a bitch is raked over the coals. Somebody needs to rake his ass over the. I'll say it again. I hope the son of a bitch is raked over the coals.
And what's crazy about this, that NFL Sunday Ticket for non-cancelable payments of $112.25 a month, or $449 a year, monthly payment plans not available to all locations.
Yeah,
that is fucking insane. So you're telling me I gotta go to YouTube, which YouTube is a free platform in itself, and I have to pay I could break it down to 4 payments of $87.25. That means that's $349 a year. That's for NFL Sunday Ticket plus YouTube TV. Now, if I want to get that's actually cheaper than the actual getting the Sunday Ticket only, because you still would pay $112.25, and that'll be $449 a year just with Sunday Ticket only.
Yeah, don't believe the hype.
And now for NFL Red Zone price, that's probably way cheaper than the NFL Sunday Ticket. I'd rather watch Red Zone. And the thing about it is, NFL Red Zone, the standard price of signing up for NFL Plus premium package is $15 a month or $80 a year. I would rather do that. Listen, I will go where my money is worth it. And right now, the Fire Stick is $10 a month. Yeah, because I pay my uncle so we can make sure we can update it and all that stuff, because we got a jailbroken that we can watch all the newest movies that comes out and stuff like that. So there's a lot that comes into that.
Yep.
So when it comes to the NFL Sunday Ticket, I think it's just pure fucking robbery.
It is.
And the NFL is really trying to. And what's crazy about it is the NFL wants to be a part of NFL Sunday Ticket and put it on YouTube, but you have NFL Red Zone that's cheaper than NFL Sunday Ticket, and that's both part of the NFL. So I'm confused why one is higher than the other. I'm confused.
I just don't think about it anymore, because if I think about it, my brain's going to hurt, and I'm 51 and my brain's already on fire trying to remember what the hell I have to do every day.
It's just ridiculous that
when you were
in the lawsuit of antitrust cases and damages, they might lose $21 billion.
When you were reading all that, my brain started hurting bad.
And what's crazy about it is,
you know why my brain started hurting when you were reading? You want to know why my brain started hurting when you read all that?
Why?
Because it just had one question on repeat. What the hell does this mean in English?
Oh my God. Yo, listen.
How did Samuel L. put it? English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
And Amazon been taking over sports streaming for years. Netflix will copy the format when they start airing sports events. The WWE is already going away from USA Network and putting Monday Night Raw on Netflix. They already doing it. They about to do it now. I think that's next year that happens.
And I think there's some Christmas NFL games that are going to be on Netflix.
Yeah, that's going to be on Netflix. So, I mean, NFL, like
the streaming services are taking over. Okay,
they are.
The streaming services are taking over.
And what makes it even more better to get NFL Plus, and if you love breaking down film, outside of you having Red Zone, you could go back and look at the all 22 film on there with the same amount. You get more for NFL Plus than you do with Sunday Ticket and anything else.
I will take NFL Plus because it also gives me the chance to sync the radio call with the television calls. I just started messing around and editing with that. And I have a trick up my sleeve for next year. I have a trick up my sleeve for this coming season, because I'm going to do a few highlight packages. I'm going to test the waters. But man, NFL Plus has always settled it for me. My wife gave me a directive. Find the Colts game. What do? I sign up for NFL Plus. Baby, I got the Colts game on.
Now, I watch Hulu I don't watch Hulu for sports at all.
No.
But Peacock, I do sometimes, but I don't watch Peacock only time I watch Peacock is for WWE events, because I'm still a wrestling fan at heart. So if I still want to go back and watch some of the old school stuff, I'll go to Peacock and watch that stuff. When it comes to my Fire Stick, now I do watch Red Zone a little bit, but they do have for each NFL team, they have that whoever the local game is on in that city, they have it broken down like that. And I have not had any buffer issues. I don't just watch the NFL Sunday Ticket on the Fire Stick. I watch the Red Zone after I'm done. Where I watch all my home Raiders games at, because I know most of my Raiders games not going to be nationally televised, I actually go to the Las Vegas channel on the Fire Stick and actually watch all the Las Vegas Raiders games through that. You could do that for the 49ers. You could do that for every team, all 32 teams. All their local channels are there.
That's how I get the 49ers. And I get it through that, and I also get it through NFL Plus.
Yep.
Because if you follow a certain team, they'll give you all their games.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's how I follow for. That's how
with me. Since I live in Philadelphia, I get all the Eagles shit. Bullshit. Gotta watch the Eagles game every goddamn Sunday. Bullshit. I don't even like to curse a lot, but that's bullshit.
touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em all, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly, on the road to victory. E-A-T-L-E-S, Eagles!
Now I know there
Cry,
was
Eagles cry. The road to misery. Cry, Eagles cry. You lose games in 1, 2, 3. You can hit them hard, you can hit them high. They still gonna cry. Cry, Eagles cry. On the road to misery. Damn Feagles.
Well,
Jesus
I have a
Christ.
reason to tease Eagle fans because my team walked into Lincoln Financial Field and whipped their ass. I had
But-
Eagle fans. I know a lot of Eagle fans and I love them dearly, but they were talking shit to me the week of the Eagles 49ers game. And unfortunately, I was sick. I was sick because I had planned to do that game. I had planned to do that game live with a friend of mine. And I didn't get a chance to do it because I was stuck in bed. And if you ever go through a situation where you're stuck in bed, you're not gonna want to do anything. So my wife comes to me and said, "Don't the Niners play the Eagles today?" What? She found the game for me and put the phone back in my hand. And what sparked me for all of 40 minutes was the Christian McCaffrey run that made it 14-6. And then Deebo Samuel took it in, made it 21-6. Eagles respond, made it 21-13. And then the pass to Deebo Samuel from 48 yards out made it 28-13. And then it was 35-13. And Jody just put her arms around me and she says, "You're fading. Go to bed. The Niners have won." I fell out. I fell right out.
So I'm just gonna say this and say this only.
Oh no.
We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on. Because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. That damn Eagle shit really pissed me off.
What?
You don't understand. Like, this is a little corner of my podcast because my dad's an
Yes.
Eagles fan. So this is the only corner that I could fill my Raider fandom. Okay.
Yeah.
Corner
Understood.
that I have.
You're understood. I get it.
So we're gonna move on. And we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
talk
make-
to WNBA.
I'll make you smile with this. When I get my new studio built, I promised my wife I'd turn her loose in decorating it. So I already know what's going to be the bulk of it.
Right. Exactly.
I already know what's going to be the bulk of it. But you know what? It's a chance for her to like really showcase what she can do and make a portfolio. And I said, "Go ahead, baby, turn it loose. Have fun with it." And it gives her peace, for her design and everything.
Yeah, that's what women do. That's what women do. They love to decorate.
Mm-hmm.
They love to decorate. But moving on to some WNBA action, we only got a few things that we got to talk about from WNBA. We did have a Monday night game against the Dallas Wings and the Minnesota Lynx, where the Lynx was able to win 90-78. With Kayla McBride had 19 and Maddie Segrist had 17 for the Dallas Wings. We do have two games on in tonight's slate where we do have the Los Angeles Sparks and the Connecticut Sun, which I'll be doing at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. If y'all let me know if y'all want me to do the second game as well, which is the Las Vegas Aces, and not the Las Vegas Aces, the New York Liberty and the Phoenix Mercury at 10:00. Please let me know if y'all want me to do that game.
Do it.
I'm going to put a poll on there at 10:00 Eastern Standard Time. So who you got taking in the first game at 7:00? You're taking the Sparks or you're taking the Connecticut Sun here?
Taking the Sun, best defensive team in the league.
All right, and then you taking New York over Phoenix. This is gonna be a good game here because like
New York.
these
New
teams are
York
really
will
good.
squeak. New York will squeak one out on the road in the Valley of the Sun.
All right, so we have those two games sliced out of here, and hopefully I might do both of those games. Depending on how
Take a
I feel.
chance.
Like, you know, being in front of a screen for a long time can really drain you out. It really drains you out.
If anybody knows that, you're looking at him.
Jip. Definitely me. As much as I go live, as much
being disabled and sitting in front of my computer and sitting in front of a chair and having to force myself to get up for a while, man, please. You ain't got to tell me twice. You really don't.
So the U.S. women begin a 3-on-3 Olympic title defense versus Germany in Paris. So the U.S. women will begin their defense, and the schedule for the first round matchups at the Paris Games will be announced Monday, starting July 30th to August 5th. So you do have WNBA player Cameron Brink, former LSU player Haley Van Loof, and you'll have Ryan Howard from the Atlanta Dream will be the three players on there. Now the U.S. men team led by former NBA player Jim Fredette will talk. I think he's going to be the coach of what I'm seeing here, but this will be the first time the U.S. men will compete in a 3-on-3 as well. But they did debut it in 2021 during the Tokyo Games, half court between two teams with three players each. And I think these three players, Cameron Brick, Van Loof, and Ryan Howard, I think this is a pretty okay 3-on-3 basketball game.
Yeah.
For them. I know Cameron Brink is playing with the Sparks right now, and I know she's a rookie. I don't know where Van Loof went to. I think did she get drafted or she transferred? No, she actually transferred out of LA.
I think she transferred to Baylor.
Yeah, I think she transferred again for like the third time. And so Van Loof, Ryan Howard, and Cameron Brink will be the three that'll be in the women's 3-on-3 basketball. What you think of those three being announced?
Let's go. Let's go get it. I think they're going to do great. I really think.
Though. Is this do they have a bench on this, or this is just like
I don't know?
Do they give it like a street type of game, like a street type of game?
I don't know. I've never seen it. I haven't seen it, and I incorrectly said Baylor. Haley Van Lith transferred to TCU.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting to watch here. So and one more thing we have for the WNBA, of course, they're going to talk about the Indiana Fever, Angel Reese, and Caitlin Clark again.
Of course.
Which they said Sunday's viewership reached 3 million viewers.
Yep.
3 million viewers. It tops the WNBA rankings. Even though both teams are not great record-wise, but it's just because of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, it reaches 3 million views on there.
Not mad at that, man.
Not mad at that. So let's talk about it and let's get to a Stanley Cup Finals tonight, 8:00 Eastern Standard Time, where we have a Game 5 of the Edmonton Oilers trying to extend the Stanley Cup Final against the Florida Panthers, and the Florida Panthers are back home. And are you doing this game, sir?
I believe I am. It's an 8:20 face-off. I want to be sure I get everything else done here. I want to make sure I get everything else done here around the house. But yeah, I am doing that one. The only thing that will cause me not to do it is if something comes up at the last second and I'm not able to. But I'm getting back in the play-by-play chair, and I'm getting back in the chair full time next week.
Okay. So who do you have in this game? Who are you taking? Are you taking the Florida Panthers will win tonight, or the Oilers will win? Panthers.
6-0.
Whew.
Matter of fact, they're gonna be so pissed off. It's gonna be 12-0.
Jesus Christ.
I want anarchy. Damn it.
And we have the baseball slate for tonight as well. Most games are starting at 6:00 Eastern Standard Time. We have the Cardinals and Miami at 6:10. Who are you taking here?
Who against who?
You have the St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins at 6:10.
Cardinals 45-0.
All right, you got the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates starting at 640. Who you taking?
Scoreless tie. Next.
Whew. Then we have another one here with the San Diego Padres and the Philadelphia Phillies. 640 standard, 640 time.
Phillies by, what's a nice round number? 50.
Okay. And then you have the Seattle Mariners and the Cleveland Guardians at the 640 start time.
Go Mariners.
You have Arizona Diamondbacks and you have the Washington Nationals. Who
Go
you taking?
Nationals. The re-rise of the Nationals.
Baltimore Orioles and New York Yankees 7:05 on TBS. Who you
Go
taking?
Orioles. Fuck the Yankees.
You got the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays, and that is a 7:07 start time.
Who gives a fuck? Both teams are selling. Next.
All right, Detroit Tigers and the Braves.
Who gives a
7:20.
fuck? It's the Braves.
on.
Next.
Tampa Bay Rays and the Minnesota Twins. Who you taking?
Who gives a fuck? Next.
New York Mets and the Texas Rangers at 8:05.
Why do I give a damn? Next.
And I know you're taking the San Francisco Giants because they play in the Cubs at 8:05.
And the Giants are going to obliterate their asses.
All right, Houston Astros versus your Chicago Cubs at 8:10.
Damn.
You
Man.
said move on that quickly with that one.
I can't. You know what? Astros. Give me the Astros. And they're at my home field. They're at US Cellular Field. Damn.
All right, so
Damn.
Dodgers and Rockies at 8:40.
Go Rockies.
Brewers and Angels at 9:38 tonight.
Who gives a shit? Next.
And then you have the Kansas City Royals and the Oakland A's at 9:40 on ESPN Plus.
Go Royals. Go Royals.
Go A's. I don't care. I'm taking the A's today.
Fuck the A's. Go Royals.
Upset alert. I'm taking them.
Why? I
Why? don't know. I'm just taking them. I don't know. I like their colors. I don't know. They'll be in Las Vegas soon. Then I like them when they. I'll have two big that with the Phillies and the A's when they move to Las Vegas. Unfortunately.
Understood.
But there you have it for the slate for Tuesday night's baseball. Just to let y'all know, it's going to be very interesting baseball's stuff that's going on. But not look. The Astros without Justin Verlander are just that ass.
I still say they come all the way back and win the West and surprise people.
The Mets are cursed, just like the Jets and the Knicks.
I agree with that. I have no qualm in agreeing with that. None.
But there you have it, guys. There we have it. We covered everything we need to cover in today's sports here, right here on the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. Every month, every day, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It might be changing due to some other things, but we just never know. It might keep it the same. We might get some things changed here due to my job calling me, seeing they might have some spots for me for work, blah 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 blah. But hey, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my man Snowman Multimedia on both channels, on both of his platforms. He does a play-by-play channel, and he does have a podcast channel just like this one here on the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. So make sure to go to SeatGeek.com, use that promo code DHopkins to get $20 off your first purchase. Same thing for Snowman Multimedia. Make sure y'all use that for his SeatGeek as well and get that $20 off your first purchase. Make sure you go to betus.com. Shout out to BetUs for being another sponsor with us on the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. 125% of your sports book upon the deposit. The link is in the description for that. And don't forget to go to wenergy.com or w.gg and use the promo code DHopkins and get 10% off your purchase at checkout. So anything that you want to say before we head out of here, man?
I gotta go get some stuff finished because my wife has to pack in a little while for her trip. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank everybody in the comments section, and thank you for sharing in our laughter and in our fun. We love doing this for you. We love you guys. It's an absolute joy to bring it.
Absolutely. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat from Facebook to YouTube, Rumble. Make sure y'all follow me on Rumble as well, y'all. I did put it on my community post and in my Discord. Make sure y'all follow me on Rumble. The more followers I have, the more opportunities that I have on the Rumble. So I will be live on multiple streaming platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and Twitter. Hopefully we get some more on there. But hey, Rumble is definitely a good thing right now. They don't listen. I went on Rumble and I went to my live and it already had monetization on it, and I only got 2 followers. That tells you enough. You know what I'm saying? That tells you enough. And I had when I looked at it, it had about 10 people watching so far. So make sure y'all follow me on Rumble as well. So make sure y'all follow me on Rumble. It's definitely a great platform. And I'll be uploading the same content I have on here onto Rumble as well when I break down all the segments and stuff of that nature and the shorts as well. So
same here. Snowman Multimedia on Rumble. Follow me on Rumble.
It's Snowman Multimedia on Rumble as well. Make sure you send me that link so I can put it on my community post as well. Great show, guys. Oh yeah, screw them Oilers. Sound like the America's favorite cookie name. Catch y'all next time. So we catch y'all at the same time, same place tomorrow.
God bless y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And we'll see back. I'm sorry. And this will be the audio podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. So y'all definitely want to listen to the audio version. I would definitely put that in the chat for y'all as well. So peace, love, and blessings. And we'll see y'all same time, same place tomorrow, right here on the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. And go to Snowman in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. And we're out
of here.
Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the table. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins.
This episode of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the #1 platform to browse, discover, and experience best events in town, all in the palm of your hand. From heart-pounding concerts that can make you dance to nail-biting sports games that can keep you on the edge of your seat, SeatGeek has it all. From exclusive deals and personalized recommendations tailored just for you. Use the promo code DHopkins and get $20 off your first purchase. So join the movement. SeatGeek. Get up, get out, and get tickets. Are you ready to take your energy to the next level? W Energy is a proud sponsor of the Darion Hopkins Sports Show, your go-to source for all things sports. W Energy isn't just another drink. It's packed with natural ingredients, zero sugar, and no fillers. Whether you're training like me, grinding through work, or just leveling up on your favorite game, W got you covered. The Darion Hopkins Sports Show is powered by W Energy, and you can be too. Experience the sustained energy and enhanced focus to keep me at the top of my game. Here's an exclusive offer for the Darion Hopkins Sports Show fans. Using promo code DHopkins at checkout and get 10% off your first purchase. So don't wait. Boost your energy and take the world today. W Energy. Fuel your greatness every step of the way.